Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, y'all, I will be talking about clutch stats because at this point, they're pretty much propaganda, y'all. Clutch stats can be very deceiving stats. I mean, you can manipulate clutch stats to make your favorite player look like either the clutchest player of all time or the biggest choker of all time, y'all. It's so easy to manipulate clutch stats that, you know, obviously haters on Twitter do it all the time, and even the media does it, y'all. It's pretty ridiculous. I'll start with the recent example. So obviously Russell Westbrook has had an interesting start to his Lakers career so far. The Lakers are currently 7-5 as I'm recording this, 7th in the West, the same place they finished last year. LeBron obviously has been injured recently. The Lakers just came off a big win against the Heat in overtime. Russell Westbrook played quite well in that game. He had 25, 12, and 14, a steal and a block on 45% shooting, 42% from three. He played great. And in the fourth quarter specifically, he had 10 points, 6 assists on 50% shooting, absolutely no turnovers, and scored or assisted on 11 of the 12 Laker baskets in the fourth quarter. And he hit some clutch shots. So obviously, good Westbrook game means good Westbrook propaganda. And so I found out this fact, y'all. Since coming into the league, Russell Westbrook has 53 game-tying or go-ahead shots in the final minute of the fourth quarter or overtime in his career, and that's the most in the span of his career. So from 2008, Russell Westbrook has made the most game-tying or go-ahead shots in the final minute of the fourth quarter and overtime in the whole NBA out of all the players to play in that time span. That right there, you know, you could easily interpret that as Russell Westbrook is the clutchest player in the NBA since 2008. But of course, the Westbrook haters can't have you thinking that, y'all. And so they provided ultra context for the stat. And it turns out, yes, that's true. Russell Westbrook has the most. However, it's on 27% shooting. And so a Westbrook hater could easily go and make a post saying Russell Westbrook shoots 27% on game-tying or go-ahead shots in the fourth quarter or overtime of his career. And then bang, you have a whole different narrative that you could push. In fact, somebody did post something like that. Since his MVP season, Russell Westbrook is 8 for 42 from 3 in the final minute of games on game tying or go ahead shots. That's 19% from 3 because he loves pull up threes, you know, in the clutch. And so, you know, is Westbrook clutch or is he not clutch? Because one source will tell me he has the most game tying or go ahead shots of the past decade, but then another source will tell me he shoots 27% in the clutch. Another example of some clutch propaganda is when it comes to Paul George, y'all. Playoff P, we all remember that. That was quite the time to be alive. Twitter was quite hilarious during that time, Playoff P. But obviously Paul George has come a long way since then. But still, anytime he has a bad game, you know, you see Playoff P. And y'all, ESPN actually tried to push some Playoff P, Paul George is not clutch narrative, y'all. Last year in a game between the Clippers and the Sixers, y'all, ESPN put up this graphic that Paul George is 6 for 50 on game tying or go ahead field goal attempts in the fourth quarter or overtime for his entire career. Obviously, that's a lie. Off the top of my head, when I first saw that, I could tell you it was a lie. A lot of people could. Some people couldn't though, and immediately assumed it was true because the media and Twitter have been telling them that Paul George is this trash player. But y'all, a Clippers fan who obviously knew it wasn't true, he went and looked into it, and it turns out ESPN left off a key detail into coming to this stat line. It was specifically with 20 seconds left or under, and also it only counted the regular season, not the playoffs. That's a ginormous detail they left out though, because a clutch shot can be made with over 20 seconds left. Like, there's no fine definition of clutch, because a clutch shot can be a buzzer beater, it can be with 20 seconds left. Sometimes, y'all, the game winning shots are with a whole minute left or even more. Like, is KYRIE's shot not clutch because it came with just under a minute and not 20 seconds? And it's not just game tying or go ahead shots that I consider clutch, y'all. Shots when, you know, you're up 2, a dagger shot where you're up 2 and you extend the lead to 4 or to 5, or you go from 3 to 6, like that's clutch. But these stats normally don't account for them. And so you have people seeing stuff like this gonna think that Paul George is 6 for 50 in the clutch, when I've seen Paul George make well over 6 clutch shots. Another example, y'all, is Steph Curry. Max Kellerman and Skip Bayless love to push this narrative that Steph Curry is just a complete choke master in the playoffs. I don't know why, but they do that all the time. And y'all, after Curry missed a shot against the Raptors in Game 6 of the 2019 Finals, where potentially could have given them the lead, after he missed that shot, y'all, a graphic and a whole YouTube video came out saying that Curry is 0 for 8 on go-ahead shots with less than 20 seconds left in his NBA playoff career. Now that specifically is true, yes, with under 20 seconds left, he's 0 for 8 on go-ahead shots, but y'all know go-ahead shots with under 20 seconds left is not the only type of clutch shot, y'all. He's hit plenty of clutch shots in the playoffs. Didn't take long for me to think of any. I mean, y'all remember this game-tying shot in the finals? According to the 0 for 8 statistic, that shot right there does not exist, because it's game tying, not go ahead, and it's with 23 seconds left, not under 20. And so some player shots, y'all, just don't exist when you throw random stats up there. And so obviously it's very deceiving, because like if I pull up another graphic, in the final 5 minutes of a game within 5 points since 2015 playoffs, Curry is by far the most efficient clutch player out of a list between him, LeBron, Harden, Durant, Westbrook, and Lillard. And so that right there might make you go, oh, see, bang, Curry's the clutchest out of all those players. But then you have 0 for 8, which makes it seem like he's not clutch at all. And so y'all, for me, I don't take any clutch stat I see seriously, you know, on Twitter or even from ESPN, because we know ESPN at this point is propaganda. It's all about pushing narratives and agendas, because I've seen LeBron hit the most playoff game-winning buzzer beaters out of any player ever. But then you have people like Skip Bayless who try and say that he's just a choker. You know, you see Steph Curry make 5 straight finals and win 3 championships and ball out in the playoffs. But then you have people like Max Kellerman say that Trae Young's playoff run last year was better than any Curry playoff run, and that Trae Young's a better playoff performer than the man. And so y'all, clutch stats can be deceiving. And so, you know, me personally, I don't believe anything. I believe what I see with my eyes. If I see Westbrook make a clutch shot with my eyes, which I have, Westbrook is clutch. How clutch? Well, that depends on who you compare him to. But I'm not going to sit up here and say Westbrook is this trash clutch player, or that he's the greatest clutch player of all time either. But yeah, y'all, hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe for more. Don't be spreading clutch propaganda, but don't be believing it either. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see y'all later.